Laws are the rules that guide how we live, work, and interact as a society. They help maintain order, protect rights, and ensure fairness. In Ghana, laws affect everything from how businesses operate to how we drive on the roads. But where do these laws come from? They are shaped by Ghana's constitution, the supreme law of the land. But how did we get here? Ghana's journey with laws and constitutions started long before independence. During colonial times, the British imposed their own laws, which often ignored customs and traditions of the Ghanaian people. In 1957, Ghana gained independence and became the first African country to do so.
And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever.
With this new beginning, we needed our own laws. The 1957 Constitution became Ghana's first legal framework, though it was heavily influenced by British systems. In 1960, Ghana became a republic, meaning we no longer recognize the British monarch as head of state. A new constitution was adopted, giving Ghanaians more control over their laws. But political instability followed, and Ghana went through several military takeovers each time the constitution was suspended or replaced. Finally, in 1992, after years of military rule, Ghanaians voted in a referendum to adopt the Fourth Republic Constitution. This is the constitution we use today. It promotes democracy, protects human rights, and ensures that laws are made through a fair and transparent process. Today, Ghana's laws are a mix of the Constitution, which sets the foundation, statutes or laws passed by Parliament, customary laws based on the traditions of Ghana's diverse ethnic groups, and common law influenced by British legal principles. But in this video, our concentration is on the laws passed by Parliament. Let's break it down step by step using real examples you might have heard about. But first, let's start with a few key terms. A bill is like a recipe for a new law. It's an idea written down, but it's not a law yet. Think of it like a seed. If it's planted and cared for properly, it grows into a tree. In this case, the tree is the new law. Laws in Ghana are made in Parliament, which is like a workshop where ideas for laws are debated and refined. Every law starts with an idea. This idea can come from the government, a member of parliament, or even citizens like you. Example, in 2022, concerns about road safety led to the idea of the Road Traffic Amendment Bill. It aimed to regulate activities like Okada, commercial motorcycles, and strengthen penalties for road offenses. The idea is written down as a bill. For example, the government drafted the Road Traffic Amendment Bill and formally presented it as a proposal to Parliament. The bill is introduced in Parliament for the first time. No debates yet. It's like presenting a new dish to the table. Everyone takes a look and thinks about it. Example, in the case of the E-Levy bill in 2021, the Finance Minister presented it to Parliament. At this stage, MPs and the public learned about the idea of a tax on electronic transactions. Now, the MPs debate the bill. They ask questions like, is this a good idea? Will it work for everyone? The bill is then sent to a committee, a smaller team of MPs who review it in detail. They might tweak it or suggest changes. Example, the E-Levy bill sparked heated debates in Parliament, with MPs on both sides arguing about its potential benefits and challenges. The Finance Committee reviewed the bill and made recommendations before it was brought back to the floor. The bill is debated again. If most MPs agree, they vote to approve it. If they don't like it, the bill is rejected. Example, in March 2022, after months of debates and even a walkout by the opposition, the E-Levy bill was finally approved by a majority vote in Parliament. If Parliament approves the bill, it's sent to the President. Once the President signs it, the bill officially becomes a law. Example, former President Nana Akufo-Addo signed the E-Levy bill into law in 2022, and it became one of the most talked about policies in recent years. If the president refuses to sign the bill, they must return it to Parliament within 7 days, explaining why. Parliament can revise the bill or vote to override the president's objections. If 2/3 of MPs agree, the bill becomes law without the president's signature. This rarely happens in Ghana, but it's an important safeguard to ensure the president's powers are checked. Ghanaians have played a big role in shaping laws. For example, in 2018, there was a public outcry over a bill to legalize commercial motorbike use, Okada. Many citizens and transport unions voiced concerns about safety. The opposition influenced Parliament to reconsider, and the bill wasn't passed. Another example is the repeal of the criminal libel law in 2001. Journalists and civil society groups pushed for this change because the law restricted press freedom. Their activism led to Parliament abolishing the law, allowing for greater media freedom in Ghana. So, how can you get involved in making laws? Here's how. 1. Speak up. Share your ideas with your MP. They represent your community in Parliament. For instance, many citizens petitioned MPs to oppose parts of the E-Levy bill. 2. Join public discussions. Parliament often holds forums to hear from citizens. When the Right to Information Bill was being discussed, public forums played a big role in shaping its final version. 3. Petitions. Gather signatures to create or change a law. For example, the Fix the Country movement in 2021 collected petitions to demand better governance. And 4. Peaceful protests. Protests like those against galamsey, illegal mining, have influenced environmental laws. Remember, laws affect everyone, so your voice matters in shaping them. The next time you hear about a new bill, think about how you can contribute. Together, we can all help make Ghana's laws stronger and fairer.